Hi Capricorn, and welcome to your reading. So let's just do this like really quick introduction, 30 seconds or so. Guys, general reading is like all navy clothing. It comes like sort of fits, kind of casual fit, so hence nothing is fully customized to you. If you want your personal reading, please contact me via cattarot.ca. And in the meantime, please also check your subscription, because YouTube algorithm apparently has been doing whack. So, and if you're a new subscriber, please see if you get some messaging. Also, please check your ascendant and moon sign, because as I said, you kind of like need to kind of get more details put together for these genes to fit better. And let's go from there. All right. So if you guys don't know how to get your ascendant and how to get your moon sign, check it out down in the description. I have provided you with the link. So let's see what we have over here. So Capricorn, you have 10 of Swords, you have Strength, and you have 8 of Cups. Now this is really interesting, and the renditions in this deck are also interesting. We definitely do see somebody psychopathic, not having kind of like enough of kind of like giving all this kind of strokes in this person who seems to be very, very dead. Another thing that I'm seeing here, actually, that not all swords are in this person's body. Like some swords are already out. I really think, because this Mercury retrograde is in Leo and you are getting Leo's card over here, that you actually are going to be quite affected. And it almost looks like that you're going to have flashbacks of some sort, and those flashbacks can be about betrayal. It could be about surrender, a defeat, or even endings, right? Maybe you have been pulling all these swords out one by one from something that you have been through. Maybe it has been quite an ordeal. Maybe you felt, I'm never going to pull myself together, I'm never going to be whole. But almighty, you guys had that inner strength. And what a lovely rendition of Strength card over here. Strength is like about finding the internal resources to not to lash out, to be a lady or to be a gentleman in the midst of fire, and not to be kind of like just looking after number one, but also making sure that that is a part of this entire solution, that the other options are being taken in consideration. So this clearly means not kind of like acting up out of your reptilian brain, right? Like, so you're acting with compassion, you're acting with kindness. And this is a lesson that you have learned because somebody hasn't been kind to you, and somebody has kind of created issues that seem to like kind of left deep scars, you know? Well, scars do heal, right? They do heal, but they remind you, like, right, see mine, they remind you that something has happened there, and you just like need to look at them and my puppy has been attacked, right? Kind of a thing, or whatever kind of like happened to you. Interestingly enough, you also have 2 8s, and also you have this like strong Leo going here. There is like this kind of like story about abandonment, because here in this 8 of Cups there is a creature, or a beautiful woman rather to say, not walking toward these mountains, which is always like, I find weird. Why somebody really wants to mount the mountains in the middle of, you know, night? Don't you want to kind of like stay for a night and just like set fire and protect yourself from animals? Because that's not fun place at night. Everybody's a prey. So here it's kind of like a much smarter approach to this, but nonetheless there is like some sense of travel. 8s also are connected with travel, right? But I really think that you guys had some kind of like intensity in the situation, right? Remember, this Mercury retrograde is in Leo, but also Leo is in exact conjunction with Mars, and it's very strong connection with Uranus on the other side. And Uranus, anything can happen. Like, you just, hey, can I sit here? Sure. Next thing you know, your chair is not there, kind of a thing. It very quickly kind of like shifts, right? So I kind of like feel that you're getting to this kind of like point of maybe withdrawal, or even like some of you will actually just lose an interest over something. You know how we kind of like have this essence of healing, and it takes time, and sometimes we think, oh, I'm healed, I'm just fine, and then something hits you right in the face, and it's like, you know, it's like a dam breaking, just like pushes you, and all these emotions, and triggered by a song, by an event, and you are like, holy moly, why, right? But sometimes this really happens like an eruption. In your case, you're going to show an amazing composure in spite of the difficulties. Maybe somebody's going to try to put another sword in you, and you're going to just say, no, not this time. But without screaming, without you this, you that. It's almost like, it's kind of like over. It's kind of like, you know what, I win, meaning you, Capricorn, win, because I am not engaging with you anymore. Because all this kind of like mashup is because things are still tangled up, right? So kind of getting out of that spot is absolutely amazing. So let's see what you got. Oh, you got Rido. That's a really good rune. That's a rune of time. You see, as I said, this is like something about turning, and it's a turning new leaf. Like, what is really good thing about this card is something is dead. Put a fork in me, it's dead. It's over. The worst is over, right? And this traveling and the road that you are traveling just keeps coming to me, because Rider is also kind of like a little bit about journey. And it's telling you that even though the road can be bumpy at times, and clearly was bumpy for you, that if you conduct yourself honorably and doing the right thing by those who you met, as I said, there's like no knee-jerk reaction, that you will really benefit greatly, not only materially, but intangibly, by almost like winning respect and admiration of everybody whom you encounter. Even the people who have done you wrong would take a note, but it's going to be just simply too late for them. You will be not looking back, right? This card also implies that you should keep your cards really close to your chest, right? Because, don't share your confidences with anyone. This is really your time to be like, put your poker face and work on it, right? So the only judgment that really you need to kind of like take in this particular time is your own. And let's see, advice, take action. Well, this kind of like reminds me of Chariot card, because there is like this star, there is like this goal, there is like, kind of like new beginning. I really feel that you are going to say to yourself, there is like something better for me. I really need to go in that new direction, right? And almost looks like that you're going to get divine assistance. You kind of like come up with that, as I said, very honorable kind of like path where you're going. But this is not only about relationship. This is not only about career. It's like about all of the above sort of a thing, right? So you need to, however, be focused on the pursuit of what you want. Given that this is happening during Mercury retrograde, guys, I think this is something that you already have been dealing with in the past, especially if this is a job or company that you apply for, maybe it's going to kind of like come back to the fore. Maybe some stuff from a relationship that you had in the past are going to get challenged again. Kind of like one of those things. So again, Capricorn, is pretty good for you. You are shedding this old skin. You are shedding this previous issues and the previous, I guess, problems. And you're finding this like huge and deep inner strength. You're going to be able to get some understanding and even appreciation for Leo's energy. A Leo standing strong over here with his like big heart and saying, yeah, I'm bleeding, but it's fine. It's fine. Let me kind of like give you, like, this bread and water that I have, it is last, but you need it more. And it's going to come back to you thousandfold, because your angels are going to see that and ensure that help for you is assured. So all the best, Capricorn. So please, this is a contest, click contest sort of a thing, meaning please just do your stuff. It helps me with YouTube algorithm. Click and comment, so that way also the signs that have more clicks and more comments are going to get the readings faster. And also please check your subscription, because something was happening to this algorithm and many people got unsubscribed. So I heard from the other channels. So I don't really know how this basically happened, but if you're a new reader and you felt this kind of like messages were hitting the spot, then these messages were meant for you. And lastly, yeah guys, don't forget to check your ascendant and moon sign, and to get your a la carte reading, cattarot.ca. Love you guys, and all the best until the next time.